Well, hello, Regeneration family. I hope that you're doing well during these strange and unusual times. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Core 52 book. We're in week 15, chapter 15, talking about atonement. Specifically today, I want to talk a little bit about the day 3 challenge, which was to read Exodus 7:14 through chapter 11, verse 10, which basically that is the famous story about the plagues. And the plagues are blood, frogs, gnats, flies, livestock, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and firstborn. Whew, get those all in there. But each one of these plagues, here's what made these significant. They actually tackled something that the Egyptians did, which was they worshipped a lot of gods. So the god of sun, the god of children, and things like that. And so each one of these plagues, it dealt with one of their gods. And as the Israelites went through these plagues, the first 9, they didn't have to do anything for those plagues to not affect them as a nation. Just because they were an Israelite and just because they were part of that nation, they didn't have to deal with those. But you get to the 10th and very last plague, the death of the firstborn, and that's the only plague that the Israelites were required to do something in faith. And that was to take the blood of an unblemished lamb and to put it across the doorposts. And they were told that that night the Spirit would pass over them and they would be spared. It took that act of faith in order to do that. And here they have been enslaved for over 400 years, and they're starting to they know God and they love God and they worship God, but they don't trust Him that He can deliver them from slavery. And so after this last plague, Pharaoh's just like, you know what, get out of here, leave. It really caught his attention. Right now, we're going through a pandemic, going through this coronavirus. The other day, one of my granddaughters, she said, you know what, I wish this virus had never came here. I wish it had never happened. And I think I would agree with that. You would agree with that. But sometimes it takes something like the coronavirus to get people's attention. It took the death of the firstborn to get Pharaoh's ultimate attention. And right now, with people becoming ill with this disease, dying with this disease, it's getting people's attention. Death is a level playing field. Each one of us will experience death, some sooner and some later than others, but we all will experience death. And so if one positive thing is coming out of this current situation in our lives, it is that a lot more people are receptive and open to hearing about the love of Jesus. Jesus' blood. We just celebrated Easter this past Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. Did it differently online. It was a great worship service, by the way. Awesome music, awesome message. We did it differently. We celebrated the fact that Jesus died for you and He died for me. And His blood that was shed at Calvary covers a multitude of sins. Just like the blood of the Lamb allowed the Spirit to pass over the Israelites, Jesus' death can cover our sins. My question to you today is what are you putting your faith and hope and trust in? The Israelites had to trust that God would have the Spirit pass over them if they put the blood on their doorposts. And what are you trusting in? What are you hoping in? And what are you putting your faith in? And I pray that during this time you grow closer to God than you ever have been. Use this time to share with others and be a light to others, to let them know that even though this is real and what's going on is real, we have a real God, and our God will take care of us. Vicki and I can't wait until we get back together to corporately worship in person again. So I hope everyone has a great day, great rest of the week. God bless and take care.